Hi, Namaste, welcome to my channel. My name is Dhieyo, and before I share the one word mantra to manifest anything you want given by Shiva, before I share that mantra with you, you need to understand that word. You need to understand the science behind the word, the knowledge behind the word. So when you're chanting that word, you know exactly why you're chanting and exactly how that word, that mantra is going to work for you. Okay? So now, anything that you're trying to manifest it because something in your regular life, in your normal circumstances, it is not possible for you to attract that thing towards you. Okay, maybe that person that you're trying to attract is out of your league. Okay, maybe that job that you're looking for, you're not qualified for it, or there's no vacancy for it. Maybe that car or the house that you're looking for, you don't have the funds for it, you don't have the means for it. So something in your normal circumstances is not possible for you to attract that thing. So for a minute, for a moment, understand and keep this word not possible with you. Okay. Now at any given time, okay, you are living in two worlds, an outer world and an inner world. The outer space and inner space. The outer space, the outer world is a world that you're seeing, you're feeling, you're touching, you're experiencing. The inner world is a world of imaginary. Okay, where you're imagining things, where you're creating things with your imagination. Now in your outer world, everything that you see, the house that you live in, the clothes you wear, the food you eat, the technology you use, the software that you use, everything under the sun, right from the shoelace, the plastic on the shoelace till the spacecraft, is coming from someone else's imagination. Now where was that imagination happening? Inside them, in their inner world. So now if you take the word imagine, image in, once you have an image inside and you hold that thought or that experience inside you for a long period of time, it will make its way into the outside world. It will project itself into the outside world where you can touch it, you can feel it, you can experience it. In the inner world, you're just imagining it. But the creation of that thing which is projected in the outer world is happening here in the inner space. Now what is that inner space? This space is a space of creativity, of creation. It is a space of possibility. Everything is possible in this space, in the inner space. Now this inner space is called Kala. The inner space, the space of possibility of creation, is called Kala. Kala, when translated in English, is called darkness. And this is not that darkness which has been manifested in a wrong way by saying, oh, that person is in a dark space, his thoughts are so dark, okay, that thing is so dark. It is not that dark. This darkness, this Kala, this possibility is what and where you are healed in. When you're sleeping, when your eyes are shut, you're sleeping in that Kala. Okay, all you see is darkness. That is where you're healed. You take a seed and you keep that seed on the table next to you, or keep it on the ground. It's not possible for that seed to grow into a sapling, from there to a plant, to a tree. But you take that seed, you put it inside a soil, you cover it, and it's in that darkness where that seed grows into a sapling, will grow into a plant, from there to a tree. Okay, we humans, as a seed, were in a womb which was in darkness, and that is where we've grown. When you close your eyes, you could be praying to any idol, any god in front of you, okay, but you're praying to that darkness. Now that darkness, that possibility, that Kala has another word called Shiva. Now the one word mantra that Shiva has given to manifest anything you want is that word Shiva. Yes, that mantra, one word mantra, is Shiva. Now when you are chanting the word Shiva, which means Kala, which means creation, which means possibility, okay, when you're chanting that word Shiva, 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 the pronunciation of Shiva starts turning out to sound to you like Vashi. Shiva, reverse it, Vashi. So the word Shiva, when you're chanting, starts sounding as Vashi. So try it out. Pause this video and try it out. Shiva, 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 Shiva. It automatically turns into Vashi. The word Vashi now means a supernatural power to attract something that you want, anything that you want. It means attraction. It's a supernatural power to attract something. So when you're saying Shiva, 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 possibility, 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 it automatically turns to Vashi, 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 Vashi. Means to attract something. So let's say now you're holding on to a thought of that house that you want, and you start saying, otherwise this house was not a possibility for you in the real world, outside in normal circumstances. That is why I told you, hold on to that word not possible. Every atom in your body knows you cannot get that house because you don't have the funds for it. But now when you start chanting this mantra, you hold that house in that imaginary space, in that Kala, without closing your eyes also if you want to try. and you start chanting Shiva, 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 but you're imagining that house in that inner space, Shiva, 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 and it turns out to become Vashi, Vashi, Vashi. This is how creation happens, and eventually when you keep doing this over a period of time, it could be a small period of time or a long period of time, this creation is going to be projected in the outer world where you can experience it, where you can touch it, you can see it, you can feel it, make use of it. Okay, so this is the importance of this mantra. Shiva, 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 Shiva. It turns into Vashi, 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 which means to attract. Now the possibility of attracting this is endless. In the outer world, you need to get that job, you need to have that money to go give this, but with this, somebody might just come, if you're trying to manifest a car, somebody might just come and hand you over the keys. Here, take this car. The person that you are attracted to and thought is out of your league, now that person is superbly attracted towards you. That person comes towards you and starts talking to you. He finds you attractive now. But now this comes with a warning. This mantra comes with a warning which is very important. So when you're sharing this mantra, you need to share this warning with people also. Okay, since everything is now a possibility, the way you're getting and achieving things, it might just come with a baggage because now everything is possible. Okay, the person that you've attracted, the free-spirited person that you wanted to attract now is in your life, but he or she is so free-spirited that they are out there doing their own thing, and that is not what you want. You want somebody to be sticking with you, somebody to staying with you, somebody to be with you around all the time, but no, you attracted somebody who is a free-spirited person and wants to be out there in the nature, doesn't want to be in any restrictions or any commitments, and now you're stuck with that person. Now you don't want that person anymore in your life. Similarly, you've got that job that you're not qualified for. Now the pressure is so much that you just can't handle that job anymore. You wanted that perfect physique, that full six-pack ab and the muscular physique and everything, and you've achieved that physique, but you've achieved it through a way where somebody's come and told you, this is a shortcut, you try these steroids out, try these chemicals out. Now you've achieved that physique, but you've achieved it with a baggage which is of a lot of health issues, you know. So you need to be really careful. So the right way of doing this is you tell Shiva, before you start chanting this mantra, before you hold that thought in your mind, you say, Shiva, I want this. Whatever you want. You say, Shiva, I want this, but I want you to give it to me at the right time and the right way. And if you think this person or this car or this job is not right for me, then give me something better than that. Okay? And this is how you make this mantra less dangerous for you. Okay? So I don't mean to freak you out, but this warning is very important. So when you're sharing this knowledge with somebody, you need to share that warning also with that person, so they're doing it the right way. A lot of people are chanting mantras without knowing what it means, without knowing the consequences behind it. So you need to be a little careful. Have fun with this mantra. You know, it really works. A lot of people have achieved what they want. Some have got it without a baggage, some have got it with a baggage. Okay, so again, Shiva, 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 which turns into Vashi, 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 Shiva, Shiva, Shiva is possibility, 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 possibility. And hold that thought. Don't hold a negative thought in your mind at that time, because that might come true then. So be very conscious of what thought, be very aware of that thought in your mind. You know, so don't aimlessly, blindlessly keep saying Shiva, 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 and you've got some shit going on in your mind that's going to get manifested. So be very careful with the thought that you're holding on, the thing that you want to attract. Make sure it is just that thing, okay, that you're attracting. Okay, so if you like this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel. My next video, I'm going to be talking about meditation versus dhyana. Meditation versus dhyan. Okay, so there is a difference, and once you know the knowledge, you can decide which one suits you better. Okay, so till then, have a good life and namaste.